The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everyone. I know I'm not the storyteller. I am McStabber, and I just wanted to give a little contextual warning for this session. The first half of the session is going to be dealing with some sensitive topics, but do understand that as a table, we collaborated on this. No consent lines were breached on these, and that everyone is in agreement with the content we are going to be showing you. But please understand that if this first half does make you uncomfortable, please step away. Please take care of yourself. We do not wish to traumatize our players or our viewers. Said with love. Now, Junie, please do your storyteller thing.
Judy Varnash, welcome to Chicago Hidden City. Spotter, take us away. Please and thank you.
Hey, everyone. I'm Antera, and I'll be playing Spotter the Nosferatu Sneevy.
And I, again, am McStabber, and I'll be playing Dr. Taylor Hammond of Clan Bruja.
Hello, I'm John Levi R. I'm going to be playing Dr. Magnus Sanchez of Clan Gangrel.
Hey everyone, I'm Kai Glaciate in those card, and I'll be playing Bastion, the Clan Toreador.
And hi, as always, I'm Maddox, and I'll be playing Dr. Theodore Smith of Clan Tremere.
Previously on Chicago, it was a very interesting evening. Taylor went out on a date with Mark. I'm using quotation marks. And all of a sudden, at the end of our session, Mark, the real Mark, came running in with blood coming down from his forehead. His clothes looked a little bit ripped, torn, and slightly burnt, while an Evie was trying to follow him to get him to stand still for a moment so she could heal them. While that was going on, Dr. Theo, as always, the oblivious one, is doing illumination of Trail of Prey while Evie is healing Mark. So I'm going to let this go and start off with all of you guys doing what you do best and trying to talk about what's going on while Evie's healing Mark and Dr. Theo is trying to get a trail going.
Magnus gets his doctor's bag and immediately walks over to Mark and just shoves him down into a chair. Takes out, needle and thread and is just gonna make it easier for you to heal this. And Junie, int plus medicine.
Yes, and your corpse thing, because we all know vampires are corpses.
Yep. Cadaver specialties come in handy.
Well, Magnus. Oh, please.
No, go back.
Well, while he's doing that, Bastion is going to directly to Spotter. Okay, what info can we get to guarantee that we find them as quickly as possible?
Well, I think we're primarily going to rely on whether or not Dr. Smith is successful. If not, I'll have to make some phone calls, see if any of...
Do make your phone calls. Let's not put all our eggs in one basket.
Yeah, you got it. Let me, is Missy still in the room or does she go to her alcove?
Oh, she's in her alcove, but I will say this. Anyone who has Auspex does see Evie's hands glowing while she is working on Mark.
All right, let me,
Or I would if I was paying attention.
Exactly.
I'm going to go talk to Misty real quick while they're.
Bulls on Parade is playing really loud in the alcove as she's just kind of doing some mixing work, scratching something and pulling what looks like a tape together.
I'm not in the mood, so I'm just going to tap her on the shoulder. I'd fuck with her, but
What's up? Hold on. And she will slowly pull off her things, and Bulls on Parade is just erupting into the room, and she looks at you. She goes, "What up, Uncle Spotter?"
Auntie Taylor's been taken.
I'm sorry, you said what now?
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Carthage is stuck in my ear right now. Where, who, what, when, where, how, and why?
You know when she left, right? You were still in the room.
Yeah.
Apparently that wasn't Mark.
I'm sorry. How?
I don't know.
Uncle Spotter, you know everything in the whole freaking world. How do you not know?
There are some clans that are less represented in the city, and I may not be as familiar with them.
Aren't you the king of freaking Chicago or of the Masquerade? I don't remember which one.
Shut your mouth.
You're not my mouth. But so,
Okay, can we go back to the Taylor's been taken?
already, I already understand that. What are we doing?
We don't know where yet. When we find out where, we need you to make sure you can get to the cameras.
Oh,
because there's going to be a lot of violence. Just, want to keep it on the down low.
Wait a minute. I expect nothing but violence.
Exactly. But the regulars may not expect it.
Oh, that's right. We have to pretend we're okay. Got it.
Exactly. Good girl.
I can't be on the front
Good
lines
girl.
and turn around. Well, gee, can I get a cookie now if you're patting my head like this? My Scooby-Doo? Wolf?
Yes. Talk to Battery, see if she can help.
Oh gosh, I haven't talked to her in an age. Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me where you're going, and then she'll thumb and I'll shaggy it.
You got it.
Okay. Just let me know. Can I at least give you a baseball bat?
Sure.
Cool. And she'll go in and she'll bring out one. She goes, specially made. This thing, if you hit them, the splitters go into people. So don't touch this top part of the bat. Don't ask me how I got it.
Wait, did you make like a Inspector Gadget baseball bat?
I mean, maybe not. Maybe I know a very nice Tremere that turned around and did a special thing for me after I told them my story.
Oh. Okay, so you get a hug. I'll hug her.
She'll hug him back. Okay, right. Go knock him dead and get a home run.
All right, call Battery now.
I'm doing it right now. She's picking up her phone like, gee.
Thank you.
When Spotter gets back, he sees that Bastion has his duffel bag open and he's carefully cleaning, but very quickly, a big rifle as they are going, and he's watching very carefully as Magnus is helping with the stitching of Mark.
No guitar case? Sorry.
You're fine.
He usually has the guitar case.
That's fair. So Magnus would say, go help your friends. We'll take care. I finished this. Sorry. See what the trail leads.
Got it.
Okay.
Magnus, put it down. You're fine. I got it.
Magnus goes and walks over to Theo. And just waits for him to be finished and just casually stands between him and Evie.
They're standing close enough would be, it's very low, like Theo's not trying to do some grand chanting, but there is not a repetitive phrase in Latin, but a phrase that is repeated several times. As a doctor, you probably pick up you are fluent like Theo would be. It's essentially just a lot of different terms of search, find the horizon. It's both technical speak and mystical speak at the same time, but it comes out to magic that is looking for a thing. And then he will unfurl a red ribbon, soak it through the vitae in the bowl, and then immediately strike a match and let the ribbon catch, and he will finalize the ritual.
When you finalize that ritual and you rolled a 6 crit,
yes,
that is strong. It is very strong. It's like Usually you only see like a little whisper or maybe wisps. This thing's like a lightning beam. It's a strong beam you haven't seen before in a while. And it's this blue mixed in with a tinge of red. And it just kind of just zooms right out of the door.
And as soon as the ritual finalizes and he sees it, Theo out loud says, "Got her."
Cool.
Okay.
I take a few test swings and head out.
Let's go.
Very well.
And Theo will make sure whatever vehicle we're in, he's in the passenger seat so he can direct.
That's fair. And Mark and Evie will be in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is there a way I can real quick get a quick sense off of Mark to see if he's near frenzy?
Sure, why not?
Because I really don't want a Bruja to frenzy until we actually get to the place where he should be okay to frenzy.
That's fair. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Cool.
It's just be wits and insight.
Gotcha.
We're coming, Taylor, I promise.
Taylor don't know shit.
Two successes.
You can see he's not at frenzy yet. Boy, the boy's pissed off. He a pissed off man.
All right, then I'm not going to say anything to piss him off further and just keep directing traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Mine.
Magnus follows the directions.
Right.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you can go, and I have something for the crew after. When you
Gotcha. So as you go to following this lead, I'm going to get to Taylor for just a moment. Taylor, you had a great night. Mark was a gentleman. He took you over to what looked like a lovely park, sitting there talking, drinking wine, and just really having this calm and really relaxed evening. It wasn't anything pretentious or, it was Mark. It was just let your hair down, have fun, and just be yourself. Then the wine kicks in. How do you feel with that?
As soon as she feels that, she knows something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at Mark and calls him her sky in German.
He doesn't know German.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And when he doesn't respond as Mark typically does and call her his star in French, she tries to get up but can't. And she just looks out to the lake.
And he does, as she can't get up, he will be gentle and make sure she's sitting down and okay. But you start going in and out of consciousness, starting to feel that wave. It's then you notice that being that you're by the lake, that the water is rippling in an unnormal fashion. It's almost like as you are slowly being laid down close to the lake, there's like this soft, watery hand coming over to you.
She can't move.
Do you at least allow, or is it okay for that watery hand to touch? You still can move a little bit. You're just slowly.
She'll actually reach out towards it.
Mm-hmm.
If she can, she'll try to.
And then Hannibal will gently start to hold on to you and kind of give you a sense of hope. And I'm sorry, it's a little reverbing in my ear. It will gently kind of give you some hope and give you a sense of everything's going to be okay. And it starts to turn around and give you little images, little senses of, you've talked to Edith before. She's told you about this. The sense of the water, sense of the spirit turning around and taking care of you. Because you have helped take care of the land, you have helped take care of the people of Chicago. And you could almost feel like the water slowly kind of surrounding you. So even if he is going to try and move your body or take you, you have a buffer. You have something holding on to you. And as you gently slip down, you almost feel like you're slipping into You remember when you were a child, when your mother would turn around and hug you, gently cradle you for a moment, maybe when you skinned your knee for a second, and all you can hear is a soft little comforting voice saying, I've got you. It's okay. And when you slip away, actually, you can start to hear his panicked voice. Oh shit, what did they give me? And then you slip away into torpor. As Taylor is slipping off into torpor, our gentlemen are in the van and they are going around Chicago. You are going to every place that Taylor had been with Mark. By the time you get to this place where Taylor has already slipped into torpor, Taylor is gone. But you do see the remnants of a picnic. See the picnic basket, see the wine glasses, you even see the wine bottle. And then you see what looks like dew. Dew that is almost in like a cradling form on the grass, as if it was holding somebody. And I'm going to let the characters or let the players talk for a minute while they discover all this.
Real quick, Theo's going to inspect the bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm. Magnus as well.
Is there
Magnus.
wine in it still?
There is wine still in it.
Smell. I mean, it smells like wine, I'm sure, but does it smell like anything plus wine?
Give me a wits and investigation roll, please. Anyone else want to do that? You're more than welcome to.
Bastion's actually going to look after the place in which there's the mark on the ground.
Okay, go for it.
Can I use intelligence and science with a medicine specialty to investigate the two glasses?
Sure. By all means.
Because if there's just one wine bottle and two glasses, then it's more likely that the poison was in one of the glasses than it was in the wine itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so, gonna look into that.
Okay. Yes, there.
One success.
Just wine.
It's wine. Is there wine left?
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Is there a cork?
Yep. Absolutely. Cork
Fantastic.
looks like it's broken in two.
In my doctor's bag.
4 successes.
You do notice that in your investigation of the wine glasses, my bad, you do notice that there is an ashy residue within one of them.
Reaches into his bag, takes out a what do you call it? F it. Something to take a sample of that.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Take it with them.
Mm-hmm. Bastion, what were you going to say?
Bastion was actually looking with heightened senses on the place, and I got that's 5 on a Masquerade.
You're getting hungrier as you're pushing yourself to find Taylor. This is important. You need to know. And you're looking around that dew area, correct?
Yes.
You see what looks like almost a pattern of what the lake was moving up and almost surrounding. It's almost like a cradle. It's almost like a wet, dewy cradle that was holding on to somebody or holding somebody to comfort them.
Bastion kind of turns around to the rest of the coterie. I may not be as well educated as both of the two doctors in here, but to my knowledge, water does not typically do this, right? And he points exactly to the cradle of water there.
Welcome to Chicago.
Don't mess with the lake.
And then I'm guessing the illuminate also comes off of this and keeps going as well.
It does.
Okay. Spotter knows where we are, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, you are right now in the information area for the Nosferatu. And those that have aspects can see there may be one or two Nosferatu around here, especially a couple of Spotter's crew members.
Spotter just laughs. Oh, what a fucking dumbass. Hey,
This
Bash,
place
can you point out one of my buddies? There's more than one, but
what's the name of the big one?
oh, Mr. Big.
Lovely.
Yes, Mr. Big. I think that's the one. Yeah, I can see you. Please come.
He comes over.
I just go where he's pointing.
Yeah, well, he actually comes over. He is actually in a White Sox jersey at the moment. He's got his top hat kind of on and to the side. He's wearing some jeans, and he slowly comes into view for you all. He goes, "Hi, boss."
Look at you blending in, buddy.
I'm trying. I mean, dugout's over there if you want a doctor. But hi, how are you all doing? I never really got to meet you all. You guys are really cool.
Everyone, Mr. Big.
Mr. Big.
Oh, I know you. You're the cool wolf doctor.
Yep.
What can I do for you guys?
Did you see our other code? Remember, how long have you been here?
Oh yeah, the pretty lady. Yeah, she was with the guy, and then and he points to the cradle and goes, "Yeah, she fell asleep kind of right down there, and he kind of panicked a little bit and picked her up and took her on his bike. We thought that he was going to take him to you guys. Did you make it?
Which way? No. Which way did they go?
That way.
Is it where the beam is going? We'll point Maddox or Dr. Smith.
Yeah, he went that way. He was like cursing in some kind of crazy different language I never heard of. I never made it to Asia. I'm sorry. I was all over in Europe and Africa. Swahili is a fun language to learn, let me tell you. But other than that, I didn't make it there. But he was cursing in some really weird language. But you know me, I'm trying to respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's slowly dawning on him how badly he's fucked up.
Who fucked up? The dude?
Mm-hmm. The dude, did he happen to look like?
Yeah, hi, dude.
It's not him.
Oh, sorry, dude. You could just see Mark getting a little bit more pissed off.
Okay. So it went that way.
I'm sorry. Do you need us? We can help.
We might need you to make sure there aren't any eyes on us.
Oh, yeah. I could tell Dugout and a couple others, and we can make sure that, everything's all blacked out over here. I know where the power switches are.
Oh.
Great.
I love you guys.
That's far more simple a solution than I was expecting. Bravo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is where we hang out most of the time. And, well, some people aren't so good at it.
Did you happen to catch a license plate or something?
Oh, that was one of the first things we looked, and the bike did not have a license plate. I am sorry about this, my friend.
Oh, I see.
However, he wasn't very good at hanging on to your friend because she had all this water stuff on her. So maybe she's okay.
About how long ago was this, Mr. Big?
Oh gosh, I wasn't looking at my clock. I mean, about maybe half an hour ago.
Oh,
okay.
Then we can still follow the trail. It should hopefully still be fresh enough.
Do you want me to go over and turn out the lights?
Lights, cameras, and anything that could capture things in some way.
Yeah.
Oh, I just turn around and open the box, and then I yank out the stuff, and everything goes dark.
Brilliant. That's the kind of hacking even I can understand.
Magnus takes out his phone and texts to Misty in code. Bike, whatever direction it was headed, between 30 and 60 minutes ago, no plates. Would have had two riders.
Gives her about a minute or two, and she'll go, got it. And she will actually give you the location, which I have supplied to all of you and those that are watching in chat. It is in Chicago United City. Is the rumored the Bono Akeem Bravos meeting spot, which is a row of old forgotten warehouses right off on the side of the lake.
Great. We'll just need to
Anything
make
else
sure
you
the
guys
trail
need?
goes there.
Right?
Okay.
Spotter.
Yeah. No, I just, if you don't have anything else to do, I'm happy to have more hands on deck.
Oh, we don't mind helping. We were just there. What do they call it? Shooting the breeze?
Hmm.
If you all could maybe check for help, humans, ghouls, things like that.
You're right by the Anarch warehouses for safe ground. This is all kindred area, my guy.
I'm sorry. The what now?
Oh, boss, do I need to speak it in a different language?
Theo, that direction. He points at the Anarch warehouses. Is that right?
He responds back to you in Portuguese and says yes.
Yep. All right. Okay. So this guy is completely stupid. Mark, you're gonna have a fun time. I think we should go.
You see Mark actually with a shotgun, and all he does is turn like this and pump it up.
Magnus goes over to him and just puts a hand on his arm and is like, I get it. When we get there, let me go through the door first.
He pauses for a moment. You do realize once I go, I can't really stop, right?
That's fine. Can you eat 2 dragon breath rounds to the face?
He looks to his ripped clothes. I've never tried.
I have. I can. And I can not be ashed doing it. So let's make sure that you're still alive. Unalive, whatever. When we get Taylor, okay?
Or who knows, maybe your beast will remember just enough of Leapfrog to be able to hop over him once he gets inside.
You know, I've never leapfrogged over a gangrel before.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You can also just shove me out of the way. I'm pretty light.
He just turns around and goes, can I try?
Sure.
Are you doubling down or anything or no?
No.
Okay. Sorry, gang. I have to roll. You've just challenged him.
Yep.
He goes, okay, bet. And he puts his hand underneath your foot. And it's just like, it's like Magnus always wanted to be a cheerleader. He just didn't realize it. And all he does is go, whoop. And as you're launched into the air, Magnus, and you no longer feel his hand underneath your foot, how does it feel to fly?
Well, considering to Mark, it would have felt like Magnus weighed almost nothing at all. Yeah, he's pretty fine. He goes up however high, and then he just starts to kind of float down. Because weight of a feather is fun.
Does Magnus get a nice bird's eye view of shit going on around us? Because that might be helpful.
Oh, yeah. Are you looking around?
Oh, yeah. No, he's looking in the direction that, they went.
So as you are being launched up into the air by a slightly pissed off Bruja to see just how light you really are, you do get a lovely bird's eye view. You do see where the park is. You do see where the starting of several rows of warehouses are. And then that's where you see the Anarch warehouse area and just how decorative and colorful the Anarchs really are. That shit's tagged to all hell. And as you fly and touch down, he's like, okay. Point taken. Got it.
This way. And then Theo will go back to his GPS duties.
Yep.
Good thing we killed off the cameras.
Oh, you see Mr. Big walks over, opens up the breaker, and he goes, okay. Boss, can you give me a count of 3?
Starting at 1 or starting at 3?
Either or.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
You see him take his big hands, pull out what's like a conglomerate thing of cables, and just go rip. And that's when the lights went out in Chicago for at least several blocks. He'll go, job done, drop it, and go. You have about 20, 30 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Big. Keep an eye on dugout.
You got it, boss. And you'll see all the Nosferatu slowly coming out to help if they need to.
Excellent.
Yep.
We follow.
It doesn't take you long. You see a warehouse. It's locked up. The lights are off, clearly, because Mr. Big does his job very well. He doesn't want to disappoint his boss. It's eerie. It's quiet. There's a rattling of chains. There's some grunts and a groan. Maybe some boxes falling up and down. Mark's just, he's chomping at the bit, but he's respecting Magnus enough to do the thing.
If at all possible, Mark, I'm going to be behind you.
He just looks at Theodore going, okay, I take it you're not a fighter?
Not directly, but I have a different task for this. I'm going to help get to Taylor.
Okay, I thought we were all doing that.
We are, but I'm just letting you know exactly where I am in position.
Oh, so if I lose myself, you aren't going to be in, a casualty?
Yes, I'm going to dive away if you'd start doing that.
Okay, good to know.
But I'm going to attempt to get to her as well.
Okay. All right, so we're all on the same thing. Get to Taylor. He may or may not survive. We're good with this?
You want to
Sorry.
question him?
Here, this might help. Theo's going to open his doctor's bag and take out a steak. I only have one, unfortunately. I wasn't prepared for an assault. Who wants it?
I can take it.
Hands it to Spotter.
Magnus reaches into his bag and just offers another steak to Mark. I figure you're the fastest one here.
He just grins. It's not just a grin, but it's like those that predator, like, I'm fucking gonna kill this asshole grin. Like, yes, I need that.
So hard.
And one last thing, Junie, I would like to throw up Silence of Death.
Oh, by all means.
I don't know if I actually need to roll for anything because I'm a Tremere. I don't usually have Obfuscate.
You don't.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
don't
only
have to roll because I also am doing that.
It's usually up. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about level 1 powers is they can just always be up.
Okay.
You never, ever hear Spotter moving, ever.
Magnus always has Silence of Death up. He always has Weight of a Feather up. Like, it's just how it is.
All right.
Well, then for those who don't know, Theo suddenly goes quiet and it's a little jarring.
So do we have the exact building?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to offer a hand to Mr. Bastion.
Very well.
And they all
Hold
look.
on.
Yep. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go for it.
We're gonna
set this up.
We're gonna potence it, and I'm gonna soaring leap up to the roof.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Bastion's gonna take advantage of the height as well.
Alternate direction, and then I will just gesture for Magnus and Mark to start on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then are there skylights and stuff up there so we can kind of keep it? Okay.
So as you guys jump up, I'm gonna set the scene up for the guys up in front, guys up on top. There are several skylights. This, as you look down, unfortunately, because of everything being knocked out with lights, what happens is that there's lights flat. There's like the moon coming in and out because it's a cloudy night. Even though it's a full moon, hi runes, it goes in and out. And you will see what looks like a makeshift kind of studio. There's computers and such. There's a whole area of trunks. And then there's a bed. The bed is very nice. It's ornate. It's pretty. Taylor's on it. She's knocked out, completely clothed. I want to state that now.
Mm-hmm.
But she has manacles. She is shackled, chained to the bed.
I just text the team, eyes on Taylor.
And it's not just her wrists, it's her legs. She's completely shackled to this. And he's kind of on the phone speaking in a different language. And trying to find out what's going on because apparently he's been lied to. He's been used. If anyone knows Hindi, please let me know. You're knocked out.
Oh, how useful. This is why we don't let her get captured again.
And he is back and forth on the phone. And Taylor looks, well, have you ever seen a kindred torpor? They are slightly a domesticated corpse, but a beautiful domesticated corpse.
Not domesticated, desiccated.
Desiccated. It's close enough.
Domesticated.
It's not domesticated.
She's a brouhaha. She's definitely not domesticated.
She could have put an apron on her. I chose not to.
Look,
Anyhow.
y'all say desiccated. We say beef jerky. It's the same shit.
Tomato. It's okay. Well, you see her and she's laying there and you know just by the look of her that she is in torpor.
Okay. I text that as well. So at least Magnus knows.
That she does have what looks like it's a thin barrier. It's light, and it does make a little ring of water around the bed. The bed is a little bit wet, but it looks like there is like this dew that's somewhat on her skin.
Can I shoot a quick text back to Spotter?
Yeah, go for it.
Is there also a stake?
No. He'll say no, but same effect. Question mark. He doesn't because he's not sure what is happening right now.
Thumbs up emoji, and then that's all Theo needs to do. Now he's just waiting for things to kick off.
So Magnus, how do you want to open this door?
Magnus takes out the double-barreled shotgun, points it at the where the handle of the door is, and just gets rid of the handle of the door. And he goes right behind it through the door and is just, as soon as he breaks in, he looks for Mark or anyone else really that isn't Taylor and heads straight for them with feral weapons out and Defy Bane activated. Also rolled to surge my dexterity. So Dex is at 7 now. And he's a little hungrier.
All right. So what do we see from up top?
Okay, I have a question. If this is for Magnus real quick. When you open the door and you hear gunshots, are you taking the gunshots or are you going to be axing?
Oh, he's not dodging.
Okay, cool. I just need to know that.
He's blocking the shots for whoever's behind him, so he's not dodging.
Okay, fortitude at work. Got it. So what happens is really interesting. All of a sudden you hear a bang. Spotter and Bastion, as you see that huge light kind of like from the shotgun blowing out part of the door, you see this man dropping the phone, turning around, grabbing two guns, and just shooting. The light from the bullets kind of illuminates where he's shooting from, and he is trying to move himself towards the foot of the bed. So if anyone shoots back at him, he's shooting him and Taylor.
So...
Oh, he's an asshole. We all know this.
Right. So I think I'm just going to, at this point...
I have my action ready as well.
Okay. Spotter's going to obdurate and just fall through the thing and land on him like a ton of bricks.
I need to know how much damage I took, Jeannie.
I got you. Don't worry about this. Okay. So you obdurate and drop down on him. Bastion, what you going to do?
I'm going to utilize a new power. I'm going to utilize unerring aim.
Okay.
I do get hungrier because of that, but that's not a problem.
That's fair.
I'm hungry 3, so I'll utilize my shot at this. That will be composure and firearms, right?
You got it.
Okay, so that's 3 hunger and my composure and my specialty because I'm gonna utilize a trick shot on this.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
gonna try to hit both his Achilles heels.
Gotcha.
So he falls to the ground by having my bullet ricochet from the furniture to the ground and to his heels.
Got you.
Okay. So, I'm gonna spend a willpower on this.
Mhm.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 with a crit.
Oh, well, geez.
Oh, but
Was it-
with an erring aim, I only needed 1 success. Everything else is damage.
Oh, I know. It's all gravy, baby. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We got you. So many things happen at once. For poor Taylor's missing out on all of this. Spotter comes down and crashes down right in front as Magnus is about to launch into stuff. So Magnus really doesn't have to worry about taking any damage. However, as Spotter is falling down and Bastion shoots, all of a sudden you hear this scream and yelp as not only is his Achilles heels severed, but then he has crashed down on the floor into his knees, and his knees have gone into the concrete while Spotter is now sitting on him.
I stake him while I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Fuck it. Just not even gonna. Not
Okay.
There's no, we're not at fucking around and finding out. We're just gonna find out today.
Poor Mark
Shit,
got
fair.
clock blocked.
Hey, maybe if he
Jesus.
actually cared, he would have actually done something first.
I'm just saying the Bruja had celerity. He could have gone before all of us.
He chose not to. But
that he didn't choose not to. It's more the fact that I wanted the players to shine prior to the NPCs. Wow.
Junie, since Aravnos is taken care of, I'm not going to bother keeping up my silence of death, and I'm just going to take long, lumbering strides towards the bed.
Okay. He is now staked on the ground. Mark just looks at all of you and says nothing. Oddly enough, he says nothing. And Eve's kind of coming up around the behind to see how bad Taylor is. And she will actually walk with Theo to the bed to see how Taylor is looking. She is shackled and she's in torpor right now.
Those on the opposite side of Theo see him focus in for a second, and it's almost like there's a pulse, but it's only barely noticeable because everything seems internal. And then he will immediately just bite his wrist and put it to Taylor's mouth, because I will have roused for blood potency, storyteller.
Got it.
So that I can make myself temporarily 8th gen, so I can actually wake her ass up.
Bold move right here, right now. Okay, here we go. So as you bring your wrist down to Taylor's mouth and you let your vitae go into her, Taylor, it's arousing you. It's waking you from your dream. It is gently and softly letting you wake up. But I'm going to say this. As you are being gently, I wouldn't say pulled from the mother figure, the mother image you were going with and feeling and being comforted by, it was more of the mother image or the mother figure standing up and allowing you to stand and allowing you to rise up, letting you gently go, but giving you more of the sense of, I've been here to protect you. Now there are other people coming in here to do the work, to help you up and help you stand up, kind of giving you a rise of power to be yourself and be who you are as this spirit lets you go.
The problem is, Taylor has no memory of her mother. Her mother died when she was 3 years old.
Yep.
So while this was very comforting, and she knows it was a memory of her mother, it's very disorienting because she has no memory of her mother. She is going to rouse and immediately jump. And in doing so, she takes an ag of damage from the shackles.
Yep.
And then she's going to scream. I have to roll this.
You don't really have to scream. We got it.
No,
But you
I have to roll this, though.
Oh shit. This will be fun. Good luck, guys.
See, this is really what we brought Mark for.
That is Spark of Rage, and it is flavored by her mother's song, Merit, a Bahari Merit. And as she screams, it is a visceral, generational fucking pain and rage that just washes over everyone in the room, and hell, anyone outside within earshot.
And what do they have to roll to
They
resist?
have to roll manipulation composure.
Okay.
Oh, gonna search that.
Wow, 2 attributes.
You roll
That's really
manipulation
weird.
and composure. We roll, or no,
I'm
we roll
intelligence
composure
potence.
and intelligence. Composure and intelligence.
Composure and intelligence. I'm sorry. I wrote
No, you're
I wrote
fine.
it down wrong. I apologize.
You're fine. I've got to roll for like 3
Also,
people. This is
Junie,
fine. Yes.
does this count as someone using a presence type power?
No, it's potence.
It's potence. Not
It's
presence.
a presence amalgam though, and it is trying to affect his mind.
It's actually trying to affect emotion,
They're more actually going towards your beast, my dear.
and it's more towards your beast.
I know you want to use this unswayable mind. I know. Trust me.
That would be 3 successes.
Gotcha.
That's a 4.
Mm-hmm. And what's the threshold, Taylor? Do you know?
I do not know. It's basically it basically will incite to become enraged with the motivation of hers.
That's fine. Oh, great. Okay. So I'm going to get the threshold of 4 or above. So I've got 2 4s. Bastion, what'd you roll?
Mine was a 4.
Okay, cool. Anyone got less than a 4?
Or successes.
Oh, okay. So Theo, okay. Well, let's talk about this for a moment because I've got 2 people that failed. And one is an NPC, and we've got Theo. So, Taylor, tell us about this rage and how it sparks and inflicts on others.
It literally fills you with a sense of the overwhelming injustice that has been done over all history to the vulnerable, to women, to children. And it fuels you to want to bring justice for it. That's what it does. And it literally can incite towards violence, towards those that have harmed.
Shit.
So, Khalil probably about to die.
How does that feel towards Theo?
Conflicting, because he's not usually one to publicly get angry. So
Welcome to being in your feelings, courtesy the Bruja.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say welcome to what it's like to be on the cusp of frenzy constantly. So Theo's going to do his best not to let this do anything to him. Ugh.
I would say, suggestion, if you're willing to take it, he could potentially burn a willpower.
Oh, yeah. See, thank you, because the player always forgets that specific mechanic.
You could try to burn a willpower to prevent yourself going into frenzy.
I am definitely doing that. What self-respecting Tremere frenzies?
Unlike the self-respecting Tremere, Evie just looks at Khalil, pulls out the sword that was behind her back, walks over and says, "My name is Jahlil," and she slices his throat right there.
And as Taylor comes down from this scream, she shakes again and takes another ag of damage.
Can we defy Bane these shackles off of her?
Unfortunately, Defy Bane does not work that way.
When
Does
aggravated?
not work that way.
Wait, it's
Guns
damage.
do.
Right? If we
No,
grab
it only prevents damage.
right,
That's all
still-
Defy Bane will do.
Right. If we grab it, won't we take damage?
I do have a question.
Mhm.
I do have Sense the Unseen.
Mhm.
Does these shackles have any sort of energy when Taylor struggles against them? Any sort of glow?
Oh, it's so. Oh, it was prepared for a struggle, my friend. Yes, there is magic on this. It was actually there was actually magic put onto it. So as people turn around and shift in these shackles or fight against them, they do get aggravated damage.
Bastion is going to shout from the top of this room, "The shackles are magic. They're killing her."
And through gritted teeth, Theo was gripping the headboard of the bed and then hearing magic suddenly focus, right, thing I can do. Storyteller, do these shackles have any special symbols on them?
Not that you can see. They are not outside of shackles. They're inside.
Well, god damn it. Okay, quick question for you then, Storyteller. As a new Tremere player, how the fuck do I counter magic?
It's fine because you're looking at not only that, but you're looking at a pissed off woman looking directly at you.
Well, yeah,
Frenzying.
but one problem at a time. I'll deal with her beating the crap out of me once she's actually free.
Oh, I'm talking about
The
Evie,
salubri.
who's holding a sword that has been bloodied as she just killed a Ravenos.
Great,
And I just-
someone else can deal with her. I'm focusing on Taylor right now.
I would honestly, is it just rolling like a blood sorcery ritual
I'm just
roll?
like, if I can deactivate it, if I can break the lock, if I can just look at Mark and say, pull these bitches apart. I don't care. I want to know what I can actually affect here.
I got you. What you just do is give me an intel blood sorcery roll as Magnus turns around to try and give Evie a hug before she leaps and is trying to use her sword at you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why she's attacking me. I just think it's frenzy. But of course, we know there's a whole historical
history.
When you got
Moses.
the Warriors of Lubri, I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Magnus, are you going to take her outside, or are you going? What are you going to do? Because she's now spouting in French, and she's just trying to get that sword into Theo's body.
And Theo's doing his level best to just ignore her, although he seems a little bit angry, but maybe not directed at her, just angry.
Magnus will just, I mean, if he can, he's just going to grab hold of her and then soaring leap up to the roof through the hole that the spotter left. And he's going to look at Bastion and say,
"Yeah, bring the problem to me. Thank you."
he's going to look at Bastion. He's still holding on to Evie, and he's just going to say, if Theo can't magic that stuff away, just shoot the fucking chains.
That was the next course of action.
Or with a crit, Ginny.
Before with a crit, I'm going to take you back to when you were just starting to learn how to do thaumaturgy with your Domitor, when you were just, starting out with stuff, just starting to learn. And there, you remember, there are certain specific buttons on the shackles. They should be, at least. And all you have to do is do it in sequential order on each of them. You have to do this right the first time. Otherwise, Taylor's going to get hit more.
All right.
So I just did a death and axis thing to make sure you get the right combination. Otherwise, you're good to go. Let's see what your fingers can do.
Death and axes, you said?
Death and axis.
Okay. Would it be okay? Would I be allowed to, as I'm about to do it, maybe rouse so my dex is a bit better?
Sure. Just remember, you're at BP 4 now. No, yeah, you're 4. So you got dice to play with.
Oh shit! Then yeah, I won't need to.
you
I may not
roused
need to
your-
do that.
Also,
Yeah,
dice power bonus. That's something
Yeah.
people forget a lot.
That's 2 for blood potency 2, right?
For blood potency 4, yeah, it's two extra
right.
dice.
I thought I thought I only raised my BP up to 3 from.
No,
where
you
I'm
had to
at.
do it to 4 because
4.
Oh,
Yes, you said
because
3.
Taylor's
Taylor is 3.
Taylor's 3. Gotcha. Sorry, a lot going on right now. My brain's all
That's okay.
scrambled.
I'm an accountant. That's why by numbers are easy.
Well, he's doing that.
Yeah,
Was he on a cell phone or a regular phone?
He was on a cell phone.
Okay.
That cell phone is still on the floor.
I'm going to, how long has it been? I hope the phone isn't locked.
Oh, it didn't know the phone isn't calling. This is 2010. What's locked?
All right. So I'm going to go get the phone.
You're good?
I have people for this.
You unlock each sequential thing. To the
And
point where Taylor's freed.
It immediately goes from off of her wrists into his doctor's bag, because that's cool.
Of course it would.
Taylor has
Taylor,
2 ag of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Her wrists and ankles look mangled all to fuck.
By this time, Evie's finally snapping out of things. And she'll just give Magnus a kiss on the cheek and jump down to try and help Taylor because fuck this. Thanks.
And Magnus just follows her down, floating instead of falling, and
He's like a bird.
Is Spotters still
Leaf on
like
the
around,
breeze.
right?
Yeah, I'm a little off to the side on the phone, on his cell phone.
Gotcha. Theo's gonna get his attention real quick.
I will walk over.
Can you see if one of your friends outside can get her a snack?
I'm getting there to Taylor.
I will head out. We'll see. My people are there, so I'm going to go. I'll talk to them.
Okay. As you go out with the phone, Marcus snatched Taylor up and took her outside. I mean, literally, just in, out. You guys don't even see where it happened or how it happened. And he just holds her close right now because he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He's shaking, but at the same time, he's seeing her kind of and he hasn't seen her like this before. And he's just talking to her in front saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And he's just looking dead at her.
Yeah. Mark, get her in the car. I'm going to get lunch.
Taylor is legit not speaking, and she is shaking.
He doesn't let go of her. And he just nods and says, fine. And he gets her right into the car with her.
Oh.
Bastion gets down from the ceiling. I'm gonna keep watch for around the car to guarantee no one gets close to the car except for the lunch Spotter's taking.
Magnus gets close to the car because he's the doctor and Taylor has 2 ag.
All right.
Mark is just holding on to her, rocking her, just quietly kind of encouraging her to relax. It's okay. Nobody's doing anything to you. The bastard's dead. And then, Taylor, what is your snack of choice?
She doesn't need a snack. She got a snack off of Theo when she woke up.
Okay.
Oh, that topped you? Damn,
yeah,
okay.
she was only at 1 hunger because he hadn't had a
shit.
chance to feed off of her yet. He was too busy
Fair
panicking about why the fuck she went into torpor instead of just groggy and sleepy.
Yeah, that was a thing.
This snack will just be for later.
Magnus is going to need that snack.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a snack of choice. I mean, she's a fucking siren. It's whoever she can fucking pick up. But yeah.
Mark will just look to you guys and go, I'm taking her home.
One
Don't worry about
second. Magnus reaches out and his hands also to anyone with auspex begin to glow as he just puts his hands on Taylor's wrists and her wounds completely close up because I rolled 8 successes and that's 3 successes per egg. That means all her egg is healed.
And Theo conveniently didn't see it because he's actually still in the warehouse.
All right. Well, the snack's not needed. I'm going to still grab my people and go back.
It
into the
absolutely is needed.
no.
Bring it.
Yeah, I mean, I did have to rouse for the spark of rage that I did, but that only put me back to 1 hunger, so I'm fine.
Mark's going to just say, guys, I'm taking her home now. And that celerity just kicks in to the point they're gone. For Taylor, he takes you home, puts you into bed, takes care of you. He says, I'm not going anywhere. You're home. You're okay. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me what you need. It's done. And he will just hold on to your hand, looking at you going, I'm going to stay here. Is that okay?
And she just nods.
And then he actually, she's under the covers. He's a gentleman. He will go above the covers and just kind of hug her up until when night takes him.
And in German, she calls him her sky.
And then he responds back in French of, his star.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say, I've got you. We'll take care of you. I'm going to let the guys do what they need to do. You just rest. And he'll just gently stroke your hair and let you fall asleep. And when the night sleep takes you,
the day sleep,
thank you. Yeah. You will get a comforting, reassuring feeling. It's not exactly mother, but you feel like the spirit is still there with you to make sure you're okay. And knowing that since you are in a safe place, you don't need her, but she's kind of still giving you that sense of comfort, that reassurance. You've protected the city. Now let the spirit help you heal. And for my gentleman, as Taylor, yay, Taylor's safe now. What are you doing as this evening is rolling to an end?
Well, Spotter's got the whole team, and he's called them. They are arriving, and they are going over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say, one of the things that they'll see is first Theo picking through the clothes, because I'm sure there isn't much left of Khalil afterwards.
It's just a pile of ash and wishing dreams.
Yeah, Theo's going full vulture, going through the pockets, like tearing out like linings and stuff to see if anything's hidden anywhere. Like, he wants to see everything this dude had.
You see a lot of loose change, pocket stuff, some jewelry. If you go through the trunk that he had, it looks like an old sea trunk. You will see what looks like an homage to Taylor. Different pictures, different articles, even a little scrapbook of all of the stuff that she's been published for, or at least, quote unquote, given credit for, in a little scrapbook.
Is there any of her stuff there?
No. None of hers. Only the scrapbooks, pictures, things like anything that he could collect through 80 some odd years is there that was either made publicly or was known through kindred ways.
Can I just turn to just whichever Nos happens to be closest to me at this moment?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Big's right there. Why not?
Could you take these? And Theo has gathered up all the papers and everything from that creepy shrine and hands it out to him. Can you take these and burn them?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some dumpster or trash can with a fire going in it already. It is Chicago. So just make sure that is reduced beyond ash if possible.
Yeah, job done. No problem.
Thank you.
Take it and walk it over. And Evie will actually go over to you for a moment and go, I'm sorry, I lost myself. I didn't mean to try and try to attack you. I do apologize.
I had a strong feeling even if you had landed the hit, everyone else would have still stopped you. So at worst, you would have ruined a shirt.
Is that all of the things from him? Didn't Miss Taylor have a handbag?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Spotter said he doesn't see it. He didn't see it in the...
I'm going to try and look for it as well.
Also going to check under the bed, just in case, because maybe it's there.
Check the bike.
Magnus is outside. He's checking the bike.
It's not hard to pop up the seat, and you see the bag there. What's in the bag, Taylor?
Magnus doesn't look.
Oh, literally. I mean, it's got like her wallet and stuff in it, but it's also got the letter that Theo had given her.
Evie will gently kind of go over to Magnus and tell him that she apologized to Theo, and she'll go, "What's in the bag?"
I don't know. I don't go through my friend's stuff, so it's Taylor's bag. That's all I know.
What if what if he stole it from her? Stole things from her? Do you want to at least check to make sure she's got a pocketbook?
Magnus just hands the bag to her and is like, "You check it then."
Fine. She'll pick it up and she'll look at the. How is she related to him?
And she'll see the letters addressed to Lady Hester Stanhope.
Taylor was Lady Hester Stanhope in life.
And how is she connected to him?
Was her fiance, died in the war.
That is who she is. You know what? Next time she comes over, I think I need to have a talk with her. I have something of hers.
Okay.
I was his nurse when he died.
Yeah, that's something that definitely you two should talk about.
Is she going to be okay with this? This has been a night for her.
I would say wait until she comes by the bar, and then we can have that conversation.
All right. Well, this is eye-opening. I didn't realize she was related to him.
I wouldn't have known it if Theo hadn't found that letter.
How did Theo found the letter?
He was looking for gifts for the coterie.
Oh, dear. That's cool. You know what? I think I'll have to talk with Theo too on this. There were other things missing from his tent the night he died. As all this is going on, any last things before we round out the end of this scene?
Yes, one small, tiny, quick thing.
Uh-huh.
Are Khalil's fangs still around, or are they ash too?
Oh, yeah, they're she went and
He was old enough to be
Amanda,
Ash. Okay.
He went.
All right. So Theo seems a little disappointed about that, and he mutters something about, "Damn it, that could have been a small bit of catharsis for her." But he'll, just a quick rough, check through sheets and all that, and then as soon as he doesn't find anything else, he will head out. He's pretty sure the car's already taken off, so he'll just call a cab for anyone who's still around.
The sheets are still wet. I will say that they have not the wetness or the dew has not dissipated.
Are they dripping? Like, does the water seem like it's coming off, or is it clinging to the sheets?
It's kind of clinging, settling down into the sheets, but it will outline where Taylor's body was. Almost like it finally let go and just let itself settle onto the sheets.
If I touch the water, does it stay on my fingers, or does it not come away?
It will stay on your fingers. It's actually feeling like it's not completely water. There's a little bit of solidity to it, but then again, it will slowly kind of vanish and dissipate off of your fingers.
Yeah, Theo's taking these sheets with him. Look, when you're Tremere, collect every weird thing you can, because eventually you're going to learn how to do it yourself.
You know,
Magnus actually did not leave in the car yet, because he goes to Theo and takes out that
sees
sample.
Theo folding sheets as he walks in.
Yeah, he takes out the sample he got from the wine glass that had the ash in it, and he says, "Okay, this was in the wine glass that Taylor drank from. Do you know any weird shit that works through ash?"
There's certain tricks that we can do, but I doubt it would do anything like what she seemed to be stuck in. So I can definitely look into it and research and ask around. I promise you, I have a research team. I can figure something out. It's
I
just a
figured
matter
you'd
of
be better.
It's just a matter of what I'll figure out.
I figured you'd be better at that than me. And he hands over the sample.
Said it was in the wine glass. Do you have those still?
Yeah, he stowed the wine glass too. Just,
Just take the whole damn thing. It's all good.
I also have the wine in case that provides any extra detail. I doubt it, but you never know.
Maybe a activation reagent in the wine while the other was in the wine glass.
I'm very curious about something though. So are you going to be able to get home? Because I may need to stick around for another half hour or so.
I'll be here.
I'll be here as well.
And Theo is going to set up for a quick ritual storyteller if everyone's willing to let him do that then.
Yeah, sure.
Bashan is going to take Khalil's guns.
By all means, they are old replicas of World War II pistols.
Okay.
Ironically enough, German flavored. You don't know why or how he got that, but you've got them. Spotter, your wonderful connection of Nosferatu have scanned the entire area, packed up the entire picnic thing for any evidence you may or may not need. You do see Mr. Big turning around and making a wonderful, quick, bonfire of whatever this thing was.
Mhm.
And you do see Battery getting in and contacting Misty about what's going on with the cell phone.
Okay. She has the phone. I give her the phone. Battery the phone. They're probably already burning their phones. See if you can find out who they were talking to.
The Battery's like, yeah, of course, no problem. I mean, consider it slightly done. And we're doing a trace on it right now for you.
You're the best.
How smart can these people be?
Not very.
Exactly.
Now, the other thing, one other quick housekeeping. Did you find keys for the motorcycle? Not Battery, but I know Theo was looking in the pockets.
Oh, were there motorcycle keys?
There were motorcycle keys in the pockets. But it wasn't just those motorcycle keys. There were like a series of motorcycle keys on the ring. So good luck on finding out which one it is.
I don't care. It's not my job. I give it to Dugout. Enjoy.
Oh, freaking yeah! We're gonna ride this bitch all over the place, man.
All right.
Do some hits on it. Dug it out. It'll be fine. Yes.
Exactly. Have fun.
Right. Learn the mind in slumber is the ritual I'm doing. It's the first non V5 ritual you let me take.
Okay. And what am I doing?
I technically just have to do a small ritual roll for this, as far as we've discussed, and it will just help determine. It's a little redundant because it determines if someone's in torpor, it tells you how they torpored. If someone's final death in ash, it tells you how they died. But Theo's just double authenticating that this is in fact actually Khalil.
Oh, it's 110% Khalil.
Okay,
good.
and then Theo will take out a mason jar and jar up the ashes.
Signs, the report is that, he is Khalil and that is his ashes. He's not the father, though.
Oh, of course not. And I'm guessing he died because throat opened.
Throat opened and was exposed and pretty much ash. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Still
goes around, just hear Theo mutter dumbass as he's like scooping the ashes into the mason jar and then sealing the lid and throwing it into his doctor's bag.
Yep. I mean, come on. The man didn't have fortitude. I mean, what is he? He's pretty much worthless. Especially when a warrior salubri turns around in frenzies. I can't help this.
A wet paper bag would have put up a better fight than him for sure.
Absolutely. And Evie's really skilled with swords. So yeah.
All right.
It was just a matter of time.
And then I've got the ever wet sheets tucked under my arm because that's also weird.
Because why not? Okay, so anything else in this scene you guys could collect while Taylor is finally, falling asleep in the man of her dreams' arms?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I say this is the time we go for a 10-minute break. We'll be back, folks. Yay,
We'll be back. Bye, y'all. We're back.
Hi, welcome back, everyone. It has been a week since we have saved Taylor. Yay! Many people have found out different things for different reasons. Information has been passed. We find ourselves actually at a lovely evening at the cell block. And I'm going to let people start off before I gently bring in my NPCs to gently torture people. It's fine. It's all fine. Go for it.
Theo's already there, just sitting at a table, just sort of barely people watching, as it were. More just waiting for others who haven't arrived yet, if there is any.
I think Spotter will show up and sit down with them.
Magnus comes up from the basement.
Evie will be following Magnus. Go ahead.
Bastion comes also, but he's with a bottle of wine as he sits.
Taylor arrives with Mark, but he stays in the bar as she heads downstairs.
Guess that's our cue.
Yep. Follow Taylor down into the basement.
Yep.
Taylor, I'm so sorry. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
I don't want to bring back a horrible memory for you. But I wanted to make sure that your pocketbook wasn't taken or anything. It wasn't. Your puff was completely safe. And she gently hands it back to Taylor.
Thank you.
I have something of yours, apparently.
You do?
Being I did not know who you were, I would have returned it back to you when we met, but I didn't realize who you were per se.
What do you have?
She will gently go into her pocket and pull out what looks like a very, it's a very nice jewelry box. And she will just gently hand it over to you like this. This was given to me by apparently your former fiance.
Why did he give it to you? And she
was
opens
his nurse when he died. And it's a locket that you gave him when he left to go to war. And she'll say, I'm so sorry about them. I didn't realize you were her. And I've been holding it in my possession until I met you or could find you. And I can tell you 300 years is a little bit of time to run around, if you know what I mean. I am terribly sorry.
I guess it's just fortunate that I ended up embraced, huh?
Yes, but I did make sure that I kept it in fine condition. I have never let it see the side of day until it was put back in your hands. So it is as you gave it to him. I made sure it was cleaned and polished and everything. If that is okay. I am so sorry.
Thank you. And she puts it in her bag.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, I'm going to go and find something to gently teach Misty.
All right.
I'll be back.
And she goes into the room where we meet.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
No, Taylor.
Good evening.
How's it hanging?
Not at all, because I don't have something to hang.
That's a good answer.
I mean, I suppose you could try to hang it, but it would just fall through the hole in the rope. Little trickle, like snow.
Glad to see the energy back. But seriously, Taylor, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm glad you had your time.
I've also got some good information.
Oh, yeah.
I know of at least 3 different locations that are potential targets in Joliet.
Ah. Appears we did the same homework then.
And they hold their masses every other Sunday night around midnight.
Yeah.
Consistent.
I've done also a few research. I went a little base level, talking with the mortals, trying to get around to see what they could see. Assess the damage to the Masquerade. Apparently, they are not using blood rituals at this moment. Might change, but I know a few figures. Besides Joshua and Arden, there's a spender of sorts. The spender seems to be exquisitely positioned in the place. Other leaders are known as well, each of them with the nicknames of a chess piece. How original.
Anders were what Kaitif were called in the Sabbat.
Would be really interesting choice, wouldn't it?
I have some information as well. The werewolves have a presence in Joliet, and they had kind of a tentative truce, I guess you would say, with Joshua until he and his Church of Cain started moving around, and according to them, that made the worm taint in the area go crazy. So
It would.
yeah, they're willing to help out with getting rid of that, the price being we make sure that that worm taint goes down, which I think means wipe out every single one of Joshua's little group.
Whatever it takes, I see.
They've actually been keeping some of the kindred that Joshua's people were hunting safe.
Oh,
Which
kind of
is
love some
unusual.
cooperative. Mm-hmm.
I'll send word. I will talk with Edith. She'll make sure it gets around to the different gardens. But yeah, I don't see that being a problem. The gardens themselves, there's one actually not too far from Joliet. They've been trying to keep a low profile, but they've been investigating because, you know, the Church of Cain isn't the only one with mortals. And they're getting good info. Yeah, I'll talk with Edith and get it done.
Speaking of that, I got some names. Sister Karen, Father Brendan. Is it? They're in charge. They seem to be. Charlie went a little above and beyond and actually posed as a homeless person and got into the meetings.
She's a cunning one, Spotter.
She's a little hard of hearing sometimes, but yes, she's very cunning.
Or she's just stubborn and gonna do things her way.
Only way we get along. Anyways. But yeah, she found that out. They use the morning day masses to cull out or, sort out the people that would be good for the Sunday masses.
Oh, really?
So
Those
that's how
two
they're
do.
doing there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the other thing is they're not expanding north. They're expanding south. So probably the smartest thing to do is to not piss off the Camarilla because, well, expanding north probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
Bit too late on that.
True. But they have been expanding south, so hopefully we can nip this in the bud quickly and before they can get more, what do you call them? Leadership in place. More leaderships in place in Power Base and other places. So, because You know,
Do we have a
picking weeds is-
map of the area in this room?
I feel like we would at this point.
Yeah, I think we would too.
Yeah.
Map of
So
Joliet,
Taylor's going to
map of
take a
all
marker and
Chicago,
literally
all that.
circle the locations that she was given by her people. And say, and show the triangulation where it seems to be arcing south. Yeah, that tracks.
Yep.
Glad we can corroborate our information.
Yeah.
Misty also found some old city plans and things of that nature, that there were some areas that were dug out and then the building plans fell through. So there are places where there might be either a chance for us to consolidate some troops before hitting the places, or it might be a place where the church is hiding their troops. Either way, good places to scout ahead.
And I should, along with that, thank you. They have been standard Sabat tactics, from what I know. They've blocked off the sewers. There's no sewer access between Chicago and Joliet. So at the very least, we need to start over, above ground if we're going to do anything.
Couldn't Laura and her friends get past that?
Get past.
Yeah.
I would even say if they could even just remove the obstruction.
Seriously.
I'm sure they could remove it, but that's kind of the thing you want to do at the last minute. Otherwise, it gives them warning someone's working against them.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I really like that.
Since they can just be part of the stone, they can just go through, maybe find some of these things, do a bit of scouting. I'm sure there's something we can provide for them in exchange.
Yeah, I can provide her who
yes.
she was.
Can you now?
Really?
Yeah, I can.
That's probably I'd say that would be a good thing for us to go do then.
Do tell more, Taylor. Bastion leans a little forward. How exactly?
She was on an archaeological dig with me a long time ago.
There's a saying back in my city, down Brazil, that the world is round because it resembles an egg, and everyone's inside of it sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a good thing I don't believe in coincidences, because that's a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah.
See, I ask that because I've come upon some knowledge. I've met with some people, surprisingly from my clan, that teached me a technique that would allow me to pinpoint some image of the past of someone.
Huh.
It's not limited by clan.
So you could create a likeness of her before she was gargoyle.
Yes.
That, combined with my knowledge of who she was, would be a hell of a fucking boon to a gargoyle that has forgotten. But who is still doing exactly what she always did. Protecting history. She was one of the archivists on the dig site. You see, women couldn't be diggers. They couldn't do the work that the men did back then. I was posing as man. Some eccentric, unknown fucking lord from Germany at the time. And literally, she joined the excavation group in Cairo, and we went to Ur. And found the ziggurat. She was one of the people on my team because I headed up the ones who did the logging, the cataloging, the validation, that kind of stuff. Basically administrative folks. A lot of them were women or men that were educated but were not wealthy. So that they would never really get credit like the wealthy would.
I see.
I remembered her. Her name was Chrysanthi Papadopoulos. She was Greek.
With a name and her likeness, can give her a lot. That would be a lot of help.
Yeah.
I am down for that.
Great.
I would love to be there for that, actually.
Okay. How long do you need, Bastion?
To get the proper image, just a conversation. But to craft it, I would need a little more time. I'm not as skilled. I just learned how to do it. So,
Would a photo
night,
of her help?
my, you've done a research. Yes, it would.
Okay, I can provide that. I took a photo of all my team. I didn't get a chance to develop it at the time because I had to leave in a hurry. So, over the week, I found my old camera, and it still had the film in it. And I found a photo of her. It was the day she joined us in Cairo. She was cute as a button.
Some would say she still is.
Well, it's just now she, if she wants to, could be the button.
So, swing by my place. I'll give you the photo.
Okay, I'll do that. But jumping from one boat to a completely different one, we have possible way of entry, but we also have to develop a possible way of acting once we do in Joliet. Our plan of going after information seems to have been fruitful. What now? Are we going for high-end assassinations? Are we going for scorched earth, bleaching, using our troops for direct confrontation?
We leave not a one of them standing.
Here's what I'll say from my experience fighting the Sabbat, which I view this as just fighting the Sabbat in a different way because they're using those tactics. If you start out with high-profile assassinations, the rest will scatter and go to ground.
Yep, you'll never find them.
So it needs to be
Overwhelming.
we strike once and we get them all.
That's why I've gathered an army. Because
At
we
the
go
same-
in and attack all of them at once. That way they can't call reinforcements because their reinforcements are engaged. We go after all of them. I personally want Arden and Joshua. And if that pander is with them, I'll take that one too.
So long as I seize Arden's belongings, I don't truly care what happens to his corpse.
Well, we have lots of locations to check for personal effects.
Of course. I may also be able to get my clan to assist. It would simply mean that some of the church members would not die, but I guarantee you they would vanish. That would probably be my offer as a price for them. We always need test subjects.
Look, as long as it gets them to no longer do their bullshit.
Oh, yes, it will effectively halt everything that they would be doing, I promise.
But I'm going to be real. I prefer their destruction. They are insidious as fuck.
If you have a category of test subjects that are test to destruction subjects,
That's them.
We do have certain practices that do lend themselves to that, yes.
there you go.
Oh, so reassuring.
One thing I want to caution, though. We still have the 2-eye.
I know we do.
We need to make sure that while this is overwhelming and thorough, we have to keep it quiet as much as possible.
I believe a storm is going to roll through Joliet the night that we decide to attack. That'll keep it inside.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want Masquerade deflection to be my clan's main focus, I can probably shift them towards that as well.
That would be beneficial.
I think that actually might be the best use of your clan's abilities. You all have all neat tricks and all that. Might be easier. We have plenty of firepower.
And between blood sorcery and enough mental fuckery, I think we can keep people from remembering, even if they do witness something awful.
Mm-hmm. I have, within the gardens I have recruited, a variety of different clans, but also ghouls and mages. So, there's a variety of ways that we can keep it quiet, but also overwhelmingly effective. I didn't have this luxury in Montreal. But it was a Sabbat city and there was no 2-eye yet. I understand the importance of the masquerade. It is how we all survive. All the gardens are aware of the importance of that. Because the SI doesn't just hunt vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And one would hope that a cult that is known for its subtlety would actually be able to be subtle.
Exactly.
We have a guest here for you, Spotter. Sent by Battery.
Oh, all right.
Apparently to answer questions about the ashes or something.
Oh.
So long as they're not a ghoul, they can come in here if they wish.
Yep. I'll just walk out, see who's there.
At the door is a woman. And when the door opens, it smells like the ocean.
Hi.
And she'll look around and go, hi. This is a place to find a guy named Spotter?
You found the guy named Spotter.
Hi, Battery sent me.
Oh. And you are?
Serenity Giovanni.
Oh. That's an interesting last name.
Yeah, there's a lot of history to that. And no, I'm not one of them.
All right. Well, I mean, what do I get off her? Like, is she flush?
Very flush. She looks human. I mean, if you could see her breathing. If you had heightened senses, you could hear a heartbeat.
Huh. All right. Well, I mean, you can.
She walks through she can walk right through
Sure.
the ward without a problem.
Everyone. Serenity Giovanni.
Oh,
Giovanni.
I'm not one of them.
Damn it.
that
know how
must
much
be the most awkward question ever, every time.
It's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, oh, you're one of them. No, I've never slept with any of my family members. I don't worship the dead. And I'll tell you right now, yes, I might be fluent in Italian, but I don't live anywhere near Sicily.
But have you ever spoken fluent Italian while worshiping your dead fuck buddy? Because that combines all three.
Look, my fuck buddies are my fuck buddies. And if they're alive or dead, I won't kiss and tell on that shit, okay? But I may or may not have spoken fluent Italian to my, shall we say, paramours, okay? God.
Oh, okay, that's a pin on maybe, but hello, Serenity. What can we do for you?
I'm here to answer questions, apparently.
For the record, Dr. Taylor Hammond.
Hi.
Dr. Magnus Sanchez.
Hello.
Bastion. Dr. Theo Smith.
Pleasure. I'm a thin blood. I'm going to tell you that out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
Hence
thin blood.
why I'm
Jesus.
a Giovanni.
So
Again,
how do
already
you
here.
know about the ashes?
Battery and I have been friends for quite some time, and let's just say Battery and I have been through a lot. She knows about my past. Back when I was in California, and as she starts talking, you can smell the Pacific Ocean rushing right off of her. I was an unwilling participant in the world of ash finding, apparently. I was a ghoul at the time.
That's the second time I've heard that term.
Yeah.
What are they?
Hunters of kindred. We stake you. We kill you. We use your body. Well, what was your body? For, shall we say, drugs, narcotics.
Oh, that's where she got. Okay.
Well, that's putting some pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an alchemist. I could pretty much put anything together any way, shape, or form. I was very good at chemistry. I was one of the first chemistry students back in UCLA in the 50s.
Something was slipped into my drink and I went into torpor.
Yeah.
Theo is going to set a sample of the sample, something that he kept pure and like unaffected by any of his bullshit, in front of Miss Giovanni.
She's carrying a satchel and she'll kind of swing it over going, I don't want to ruin your sample. If I could take some,
That is not the full force. I promise. You are not ruining anything. Do what you will.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever slipped this into you, I'm sorry. It wasn't done by me. That's for damn sure. He put too much in it. He gave you too much. It's supposed to knock you out to the point where they're supposed to find you and stake you and, well, make you into more samples, if you know what I mean.
So it was meant for more than one to drink.
Oh,
or
yeah,
ingest.
absolutely. Oh, yeah. She's just looking at the sample like,
He's such a dumbass.
And Theo will lean forward too. Her sacrifice, and Theo will gesture at the sample. Her sacrifice seems to have made a rather potent chemical. I have to say.
Oh, well, this should have been ingested by at least 5 or 6 others, just by that sample alone in your glass. That would have at least knocked out about 6 to 10.
Whole horse tranquilizer.
Really?
I don't do this anymore. I'd like to specify this right now.
No, it's fine. You're fine. You're safe.
the shards enough or something I don't want to deal with anymore?
The what?
The shards.
What
right.
are shards?
You when you're dead.
Oh,
Your spirit, your beast, your ghost, whatever. You turn into shards.
Because you are ingesting a kindred. I see.
No, once I ash you, there is a chance for your beast to turn into a shard and attack me.
Oh, crap.
It's kind of like a weird version of diablerie.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just say I've got enough scars to consider myself completely retired from that. Like, totally. I haven't done it in like 40 years. But at the same time, it's a thing. I may or may not have been pissed off at some of my family and made an example of them. It's why I'm not touched by my family.
So, do you know other ash finders in the Chicago area? Because
Former.
if I know you're former, I'm just saying.
I'm saying I know former ash finders in the Chicagoland area. Hence why I got contacted.
Mm-hmm.
No one
Yes.
wanted to talk about it, so.
So, do you think this was done by a former ash finder, or are we looking for another group of people doing weird shit in the city to add to the annals of the list of groups of people doing weird shit in the city?
Your research, I'm going to save you all the trouble. Your reputation precedes you. I came here with knowledge. I have answers already for you. I did my research this past week. I got tapped in on Monday. I did some stuff. You're good. So who's the dirtbag known as Khalil?
Yeah, that was the guy that drugged me.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist anymore.
Fantastic. Apparently, who's the dickhead known as Arden?
Ugh.
That is
Someone
a
who
priest of the
will-
Church of Cain in Joliet.
Apparently, from what I understand from other active ash finders, some bitch named Joshua got Khalil to take out you because I think he was saying that he needed the lady off the chessboard. So he got Arden, not Joshua. Arden got some of my former conspicuous or associates to give him a drug to knock you out, but apparently he doesn't know how to read directions. Does this make all sense to you guys? I'm so sorry if it doesn't.
Oh, it
It's-
does.
it's tracking.
Yes.
All I know is that from what my ash finder contact said was he was braving about the bitches coming, or the lady is coming, and that we needed to pull her off of some kind of chessboard faster than she knows how to get on it so that we can dominate. I'm sorry.
We
So
tried.
It's
And
exactly as you surmised the church was probably going to attempt.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, I can say for sure they are taking us seriously, at least.
Not as seriously as I thought. I thought that Khalil was given the drug for all of us, and then he just chose to use it his own way.
Leo was an idiot. That point
Yes.
was established previously.
Arden intentionally didn't tell him how to use it.
So we can only take you off?
Yes.
Pawn is a pawn is a pawn.
If
Possible.
Taylor was taken off the table,
Arden
But-
thinks that if he takes me off the table, it'll stop what's coming for him. He doesn't realize I've already done the work and nothing's going to stop it.
I just think if he was taking you off the table, he's taking everyone else off the table because they're all
That's
looking
what
for
he
you.
thought he would do. He thought that without me, no one would come for him.
And yet he just stroked his own fire and signed his own death warrant. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Okay.
even if I did fall, it still would happen because I've already done the work.
Look, ma'am, I'm
I
so
get it.
happy that you're good.
Yeah, look, I appreciate your informing us, Miss Giovanni. Truly.
Yeah, no problem.
Um,
I'm just sorry it happened to you.
so am I.
Can't get him back. If you want. It's up to you.
How?
And do the same thing to him.
Like he wouldn't know.
Many people don't check the humans before they drink them, do they?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that's sneaky. I love it.
I
Fucking do it.
Access to a herd of his.
One of my, I just waltzed into Joliet as if I was nothing and pretended I was human. Duh. Here, she'll offer her wrist out too, Theodore. Check my pulse.
I can hear it.
Actually, just out of curiosity, Theo is going to do it because thin bloods are fascinating.
She has a pulse, and you guys can see her breathing.
And
And
Theo shows his watch to show like that his watch is in time and all that as he checks it so everyone can see. I'll be damned. She's alive.
Do it.
Oh, I was.
Close enough medically.
I haven't aged a day since 1955.
You look good.
Thank you. I try to be. I can do it. If you want him, how do you want him? Knocked out, tore apart, what you want? Think this is a personal gift from me to you. He's a fucker.
No. No. Don't do it to him. Do it to Joshua.
Okay.
Arden can't rouse Joshua if he's torpid.
I can do that. Do you want anyone else done? I can get a whole army of us together. It's not that hard. We're already chomping at the bit to get back at him. And many of us, Joshua doesn't realize, can waltz in and waltz out without being detected.
Your former Ashfinder friends,
Mm-hmm.
by chance, are they alchemists too?
Yeah, I know a little blood sorcery too. It's not that hard.
An antidote for such a toxin would probably also be very welcome.
I already have one. That was done.
Fantastic.
We've had that done since the 70s. I'm sorry. I don't like
wish
people,
to be greedy.
but you're kindred. I thought that's
Wow.
EMO.
I'm actually not. I'm Laka. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We're not that dumb. Yes, I know the difference between the Church of Cain and the others that I shouldn't say out loud.
So, if your people are inclined, because I can understand why you would be inclined. Arden is a giant douchebag, and so is Joshua, because Joshua is completely in his thrall. He has been completely just manipulated into this whole fucking Church of Cain bullshit.
They're like skim milk to everyone in LA, so this is fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
Go on.
But I do know that it is Arden, Joshua, and some pander.
You mean Roger?
Roger. Okay.
His name's
Fuck
Roger.
Yeah, Roger Malcolm.
Roger Malcolm.
I was so hoping his last name would be Rabbit. Damn it.
No, but he's got a huge point of forgive me, it's celerity, right? He moves really, really, really fast.
Yeah.
Stupid
Then,
fast.
then yeah, let's just do it to those three for real.
Sure. I have no problem with that.
They're
When you
gonna
want
miss
done?
their next mass.
Their masses are a joke. Seriously. I mean, I'm a recovering Catholic.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
But him going on and on and on about how as if Cain was like the miraculous one. And then what he's doing. Okay, so you all know the Catholic Mass, blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
do this and do the whole thing. He's putting blood in the wine.
So he's ghouling them.
Oh, that explains it.
That just seems like common Sabbat doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you pass all of his tests and you are, excuse me, rabbit ears, chosen, you get to go to a great place south of here. Well, south of Joliet. And you find yourself in a ditch.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
I'm
Oh
guessing
my God.
being buried after your head was smacked with a heavy shovel, perhaps?
He does them at
Classic
least
Sabbat
once a month.
tactics.
Wow.
Former Sabbat my ass.
Exactly.
See, what pisses me off the most, it's people can't commit. You know, I'm a former Sabbat, and then he goes and does exactly the same. Because he's still Sabbat, he's just a fucking hypocrite. I want him dead so bad now.
You want him dead? Hi.
The more we talk,
What
the more it
happens
sounds
if
like
a mortal drinks that drug?
Oh, well, like any other, they get addicted. Well, actually, it depends on the potency of the drug, but they'll get addicted and they'll crave it to the point where they go frenzy. And when immortal frenzies, oh boy.
Word of man.
Let's just put it this way. I'm sure you've all experienced frenzy once in your life. Try it with a mortar when they can't turn around and break skin to drink blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they drive themselves crazy to the point where people have to put them down in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No,
I
that's
agree.
too much.
No, I agree with this. I understand. I'm just, why I'm former. Once I realized certain things were happening, I got out. Well, after I killed some of my family members, and that was okay because they deserved it. I'm not petty at all.
Oh, you totally are, and it's brilliant. But
oh, thank you. I would have been a little somber, but unfortunately, things happened. It's okay. I feel better. I like seeing myself in the reflection.
Yeah,
I like technology.
Yeah, those three, they seem to be the ones ringleading this. So, if you know of any others, I leave it to your discretion.
What about his sister Karen and father Brendan?
Are they thin blood or something?
Total goals.
Ghouls.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're like hardliners to the point where if Arden told them to do whatever, they don't even hesitate to think. They don't even question. They just do. They were circling around like a whole bunch of people. I want to say it was last Saturday or Sunday. And they took all the homeless people into a mass. So
they took all the homeless people into a mass.
Oh, that's going to be very bad for them.
And it wasn't just one mass. They did it in a series of 3 days.
Oh.
And then let them loose to find information, apparently.
Thea will immediately turn to Spotter. You should probably let Waneka know to double check for any infiltration.
Yep. Yes.
And that
Magnus takes out his phone.
He points at Magnus immediately.
And he texts questions, again, using code. It's just like, you need to check your family, any of them that are in Joliet, because we got word the tainted ones down there did some kind of drugging that can cause real bad reactions.
Just get a 10-4 in response. So, yeah, there was a whole bunch of people. And then they just let them loose. I have a tag on a couple of people. Some of us started to tag others to see what we can find out or see where they were going. We're doing what we can. We didn't know who's ringleading any of the defense, or I know of a chick named Anita. Hi. Okay.
Yeah, no, Anita was focusing on annexing some of the Joliet Free State for her people.
Got it.
So that's what she's been focused on. They've recently wrapped that up and got their territory. And with the expulsion of Kaitif and Thin Bloods from Joliet.
Yeah.
She's been helping to facilitate their transition out of that area. And we've also been assisting with that. But yeah, as far as going after the Church of Cain itself, yeah, that's me.
Okay. While we were telling Anita stuff, I will ping back to those that I was watching. I'll ping back to you if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be
she'll
great.
Pull out her.
Yeah, and Taylor will take out a card and give it to her.
And she's got a nice little, beach wave thing. I don't remember the name of the company as yet, but I'll put it on the board for you guys. But she just kind of goes, yeah, here. What I'll do is I'll contact my people and we'll just turn around and see what we can. I do holistic stuff, so I make it look all natural.
Yeah.
Especially when I have to turn around and do things to people.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, definitely. I think those three. It should put those two ghouls in a bit of panic.
I mean, I'm all about putting ghouls into a panic.
Because
don't get me wrong,
none of the ones that they've been mass embracing can wake them up.
No one said the Sabbat had brains.
True.
Because if they are embracing them, they are less potent than they are.
Although, do they have any... Well, no, never mind. They've been chasing all the Thin Bloods out, so...
But if they still have Ashfinders working for them...
That's my question.
Are they embracing them and letting them being staked and killed for drugs?
They could be doing that too.
My question is, if they have Ashfinders working for them, could the Ashfinders do that little
antidote
wake up juice that your kind can do?
Yeah.
It still passes on a message, however.
We don't want to pass on a message.
Yes, the message is you're going to be.
I need to know when you do it, because when you do it, that's when we're there.
Exactly.
It has to be all at once.
It has to be all at once. So give me a heads up. That way I can coordinate my people.
Well, if you give me a week.
Perfect.
Okay. And she'll pull out a
that gives me time to get everyone ready.
Okay. Yeah. What I can do is juice up some humans and get them all stoked up. And they kind of do their little munch o'clock thing right around midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird. I don't like to talk about it. It's just creepy. Anyhow, I can get that taken care of. I can have them like fall down like a house of cards and then open up the door.
Perfect.
Yep.
I don't know how you're going to get down there. They're in like 4 or 5 sub-level. Have you ever been to Joliet Arsenal?
No, but
do you guys know what Joliet Arsenal is?
I know what it is.
Okay, cool.
We can get down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can unlock that door, but I can't go through the whole concrete thing. That's kind of hard. That's above my pay grade.
Oh, that's more than manageable for us.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to have to figure that one out at some point because I've never heard that one before.
There's a variety of ways that can be addressed. Explosives work.
That's fair, but I'm talking this is high grade military. This was
okay.
built.
Let's be real. The military high grade, really? They take the lowest fucking priced contractors. Really?
How else can the commanding officers have such fat paychecks?
Look,
hey, Spotter.
That stuff was supposed to there was supposed to be a thing for nuclear stuff because it made Joliet ground zero. So I'm just saying.
How quickly do you think Bells could cut through the Joliet arsenal if we got her a couple pounds of C4?
Okay, she already has it. Let's just call a spade a spade.
I mean, fair. I know she already has her own stash, but I like to replace what I ask her to use.
Of course. I'll get in touch with her. I mean, we're basically, oh God, she's gonna be like a kid in a candy store.
But yes, there's a variety of ways we can get in. Okay. But yeah, you've got my number. Let me know when you're ready to rock and roll. When you're ready to rock and roll, I'll make sure my people are in place.
I'll get everyone done. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. This is good. This is good. Because we have multiple locations we need to hit. Likely some of their folks are in those other locations.
Tell me what you want to hit.
She points to the map.
Oh, fuck. Shit. You know all this shit?
Yeah.
Wow. Some of them more than we know. May I?
Yeah.
She'll walk right over to start looking all over at it.
Oh, shit.
Okay. We got some people in those places already. Again, they don't know if we're human or not.
Right.
And, we don't have to worry about frenzying.
Yeah.
The hunger doesn't hurt us. All I know is you guys suffer from a beast. I've never heard it.
Interesting.
Yeah, Theo just mutters fascinating under his breath as he stares at her. But he's staring at her the same way that Tremere would stare at anything interesting, which is not good.
Hey, Mr. Spock.
Hey.
Yeah.
Can you tell if someone's been dosed? Or is it easier? Maybe not, whatever mumbo jumbo we got going on, just from being around it. Can you tell if someone's been dosed?
I've been around enough people that have been dosed to know when somebody is dosed. Yes, I can do that.
Hey, stick around for a little bit. And I just text Charlie, are you near the bar? Come in.
Charlie says I'm not, but I can be there in 10.
Do it.
On my way. So I can tell a lot of people what's going on with them just by looking at them.
Just an overabundance of caution on my part.
Why? Do you think somebody was dosed?
One of my associates was posing as a homeless person last week and doing infiltration. So,
not a problem.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm seeing that where you guys have your stuff, I can totally work with this. I have people in different parts. You just tell us when to go.
Give us a week.
Yeah. That's not a problem. It'll actually give them something to get them excited and something to look forward to. Actually, we thought this was going to be a dead end war.
Oh God, no.
We a lot of dead.
When I choose a target, I don't give up.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Yes,
Cool.
they will be dead, and it will end.
It will.
But
once they are all dead.
Look, those guys have been so on us for the past, 6 months. It's been fucking insane, really. I mean, I had to leave my apartment with 2 hours notice.
Yeah, yeah. I was in freaking Prague when I got word of what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I came back home because Joliet was supposed to be a free state.
Yeah, it was.
And now it's turning into a Church of Cain theocracy.
Please, I've already gone through 2 churches. I'm done with that. Giovanni.
Valid. But yes, seriously. And I had to wait for the Anarchs to get their shit settled with their territory first. But while they were busy doing that, I was recruiting an army.
No, hey, props to you on this. We were just trying to get everyone out.
Yes.
And then putting selective people in.
Yes.
So that we could spy on shit, so we could keep everyone else informed and going, hey.
But yeah, if if there's others at these places that are vampires, juice up some people, send them in.
Yeah, I can.
And then they can open the door for the people coming in to fucking eliminate them.
Yeah, that's not a problem. And
this can be really quick, really quiet, and get it done.
Nice. Charlie does come in while Taylor is talking about things, and she just kind of stands
can't
there
come in.
quietly off to the side.
She can't
Oh,
come
wait.
Because
Okay,
it's
she knocks on
schools.
the door. My bad. My bad.
Yeah,
God damn it,
She gonna take some damage if she does.
Yeah, she
I
gets
know,
the door
right?
and then remembers, no, I'm not touching that door.
She will ring the doorbell. My bad.
I'll
Judy
go.
forgot.
I'll go get it. Yeah.
And Charlie's outside waiting. She's like, yeah, that's a roll. That's a circle of nope.
Hey, Serenity,
Yeah.
can you give her the once over?
Yeah, no worries. She just kind of walks out, greets her, shakes her hand, talks to her for about a couple of minutes. You could see her like literally looking Charlie over. Charlie's just like really confused as to what the fuck's going on. She just goes, yeah, she's clean.
Good. Thank you.
Sure.
They dosed homeless people during the time you were there in the city, so we were checking you for that.
Charlie O's for a moment, goes, so that's what the cup was for. Ew. Glad I said no. I had a stomach ache.
I knew you were smarter than that, but better safe than sorry.
It smelled horrible. Rotten meat was not exactly the smell of the day that I wanted to go for to drink from. But then again, some people are so hungry it doesn't matter.
I bet it doesn't.
Anyways, thanks for indulging me.
Sure. Anything else you need?
No, good. You are.
No, we're
Nice you are.
more than fine.
Well,
Charlie skips out.
thank you, Serenity, for checking her.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
no problem.
And I'm sure
And for the information.
And for the information, for sure.
Yeah,
Is there
no
something
problem.
I can do for you and yours?
Get him out.
Done.
If you guys are going to put somebody in power, yeah, look, I'm all for somebody being understanding about our plight, because I could tell you now, being half alive, half dead is not exactly the way to be. But at the same time, the only way to be you guys
Is
Yeah.
to level up.
I mean, Taylor, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Anarchs are just going to split up Joliet, not put someone new in charge.
Pretty much.
if you guys can suggest somebody that's going to be understanding of thin bloods and caitiffs, I'm down with it, because the whole Chicago thing's not exactly my vibe as a war zone and being used as a puppet.
I get you. I will say that the prince is not treating you all as pawns and cannon fodder. I know, shocking, right?
Wait, what happened to Peterson?
Oh, Peterson's not prince anymore. It's now Kevin Jackson.
We did.
I'm sorry, who?
Kevin Jackson, the
Who the fuck
youngest,
is that?
the youngest of Loden's brood.
Who's that?
He was the previous dickhead.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I came here like
Yeah.
10 years ago.
but
Oh,
yeah,
that makes
Peterson
sense.
is no longer an issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so yeah, but if Chicago isn't your vibe, that's fine. If the suburbs are more your speed, that's fine. But yeah, as far as the Joliet, Joshua had a really brilliant idea. I understand why Tyler embraced him, but he's a fucking moron because he let the Sabbat in right under his fucking nose.
After he chased them all out.
I know.
Anox and Sabbat accidentally getting along. It's a rather common occurrence.
Yeah,
I
but the
do
thing
have
is,
a
Yeah, but
somewhat
Joshua should have been
unusual
old enough to
suggestion.
know better.
in theory,
Well, Khalil should have been old enough to know not to be a dumbass, and yet look where he is now. It seems like age does not bias intelligence as much as we once thought.
It doesn't.
you're going to see some Dak? Not you, Dak. The
Yeah.
other Dak. Too many Daks.
The other doc. I have a suggestion that might be a little unusual about how to handle Joliet.
Oh?
Let the Sept take it.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about the Awus?
Yes.
Fine.
Jesus.
They've shown that as long as some of the our kind, which would include you guys,
Oh
are
boy.
willing to not cause trouble like the Church of Cain is, they're willing to work with them. They've protected some of those that were having conflict with Joshua and Arden. So
That seems like more a discussion between the Anarchs and the Wolves than
Yes,
between
that's not
us
for
and
us
the
to
Wolves.
negotiate.
We
I'm
are
just saying it's a
in the
suggestion
fame.
that could be passed to the Anarchs.
We do enjoy the fame of kingmakers, but perhaps that's a little out of our bag specifically. However, a suggestion that we can consider after we kill everyone of the Church of Cain there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
then
gone.
are we then also going to oversee any, what's the term, deprogramming efforts? Or would that be left to others? Because I'm sure there are plenty of humans there that don't actually believe what they say they believe.
Oh, them.
Or ones who just need to not be so mentally fucked.
I got a question for you all. Now, bear in mind, I don't know all the powers just yet, but is there a power where you turn around, you can mesmerize somebody, like as in, and then make them your mental slave?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the thing that Arden's doing to Joshua.
But Joshua should be able to resist that.
I don't know who does what for what. All I know is that, if you put enough of a powerful drug into somebody's drink.
Oh, shit.
So he's been drugged. Oh.
At least long enough to be compelled.
So something that increases susceptibility.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Can totally do that. I can make your willpower down to that.
Fuck.
No.
No, I don't.
Wow.
And it's, I mean, unless Joshua did some trading, he wouldn't necessarily have fortitude to be able to resist any of that.
It.
All I know is that I've seen the orders for certain things, and I know what chemicals go into certain drugs. Again, I was a chemist.
You see? So
it seems like we have some projects that we need to all wrap up in order to get this rolling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to consider something, Serenity.
Sure, Dr. Spock. What you need? You say fascinating all the time.
I don't want to hear your answer now.
Oh, damn.
But something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
You said that to go from what you are to what we are requires an upgrade.
Yep. Big slurp.
Just to consider.
You want me to diabolize somebody?
I was just wondering if you wanted the upgrade. Not all thin bloods seem to want to go past that.
Look, the upgrade looks pretty. It's great dress window shopping. But knowing the shit that you have to go through to get to your area, I can still stay alive. I can still age. Well, not age, but I can still grow old without having to age. I still get my heartbeat. I still could feel the sun on my skin. I can still do all the things I did when I was alive. It's just, I'm frozen in time. I mean, I appreciate it.
I would also simply say that for any of those amongst your ranks who would, this sort of operation might be a prime opportunity, considering there will be several kindred Cainites who will go missing.
No, I get it, and I'll bring it up to them. I will state this. Being a Giovanni and being where I am in this day and age, I've got more skills now than I ever did before. And if I ever became them, yeah, I could turn around and do a whole bunch of stuff with ghosts and spirits and everything like that. But I can do that now. I was a medium. So I don't have to worry about that. I just ask politely.
Just a
Manners, it goes a long
curiosity
way.
and a bit of information. That's all.
No, I appreciate it. And I'll pass it on so that if somebody would like to partake on certain upgrades, they can do it. I just, not in my bag of tricks.
Yeah, just Arden's
appreciate
going to be a ritual sacrifice. Just know that he's already begged. But
Oh, no. We will leave him specifically for you.
Mhm.
He will be a no-go. All we want to do is make sure that we get a leader or somebody that can run this place that's not going to turn around and, stab us in the back, because Josh had promised
a
us
free
to be
state.
okay.
Yeah, he promised a free state.
And he totally fucked that shit up.
Maybe also then can converse amongst yourselves as to who you might want to be a representative.
Yeah.
Because once we take care of this, I'm sure you'll want someone.
Anarchs pick their own
Mm-hmm.
to represent them, to lead them.
So you're saying we might have a chance of somebody leading us?
Possibly.
It could be the case of the first thin blood baron. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Or a Kaiti.
Electing someone. Exactly.
Just someone who can speak on your group's behalf to the rest of the Anarchs.
Because once we're done, Kaitif and the Thin Bloods will be the majority of Kindred in Joliet.
Yes.
Okay.
So start discussing amongst yourselves who you all feel would be best to advocate for such things.
Yes.
I have a couple people in mind. I could start bringing up those talks now.
Perfect.
We got to meet anyhow, so no big deal.
And after
Great.
everything is done, once you have figured out who you want, I'll arrange a meeting with you and the other barons.
Okay. Oh gosh. Would they actually accept us? That's the question. Would they actually respect us for what we are, or are we going to get squashed?
I believe they will.
Respect is earned, and getting the right allies is a skill as well.
And ousting the Church of Cain seems like a great notch on the belt.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I understand. It's just your politics at times really fuck us over, and I'm just trying to make sure I got all my ducks in a row.
Most of that is because of ignorance.
Here's the secret to Kindred politics.
Live.
Yes, you have to be able to outlive your opponents. And sometimes
The easiest
that
way
means,
is to destroy your opponents.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that means you're able to take a hit better than they are. Other times it means you're able to hit harder than them. And other times it means you're able to torpor them and just ash them without them being able to do anything about it.
Most of the time, it also means that you are not the one doing that.
That too.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys don't need to breathe, right?
No.
Good to know. We might put something in the air to knock out humans and ghouls.
Perfect.
That way, yeah.
Theo's going to idly take out a pen and like a quick sticky note from his doctor's bag and scribble down his cell number for her. I believe we have some things to discuss later in the future.
Look at Theo. What a catcher.
she'll switch info. She'll go, yeah, sure. I mean, unless you know how to use chloroform, bleach, and rotten egg.
I don't. My ghoul probably would. She's someone you can meet with later. I think you two will get along.
Cool. Okay. Have I answered all of your questions?
You have. Thank you so much, Serenity.
Yes.
I gotta give her my number too.
You know what? She'll just leave a pocket full of cards and say, for all of you, if you want to give my number out, sure, go for it. The last name alone will make them question you.
Yes. Which I love it. It's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're going to turn around and fuck up your family in the right way. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting with you all. I'm going to head out.
Yeah.
And she does that. She just kind of turns and goes up.
As soon as she leaves, Bastion says, terrible double meaning, fuck up your family coming from a Giovanni.
Yes, she's quick.
He's amazing.
Yes. She's quick. I like her. Okay. So this is good. We have a week. They're going to basically incapacitate everyone they can.
Then we just stroll in.
We're going to have
And
to
extricate who we need to extricate and get the fuck out nice and quiet.
Mhm.
As
gonna-
little sound as possible.
You're going to need to warn your human garden allies about the gassing.
Yes, I will. I will. I will pass that around.
I think some gas masks are enough to alert it.
Generally.
Mm-hmm. Can roll for a 1.
Oh, don't remind me.
Missed most of it.
Lucky you.
I have to make a
Mm.
quick trip to Prague, but I'll be back. It's only over the weekend.
Oh.
Have to maintain Lena, but I'll be back and I'll make sure all the gardens know what's up and are ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
I'll let Mark know as soon as I
Alright.
leave tonight so that he can pass it on to any anarchs that are helping out.
No problem.
I genuinely
pass it
can't
on
wait
to-
to hear the status of Prague either, because without a prince, I'm sure it's an interesting place at the moment.
Well, it still has a prince.
For
Karlak
now.
is still there.
Oh,
For now.
Yeah.
thought he
Vasily
was-
has been rescued, but he's building up to take his city back.
fair enough.
Yeah, he's yeah. Anyway,
A lot of stress, huh? A lot of stress.
With any luck, you won't notice you're back.
oh no, he has people watching for me.
Oh, fun.
Mm.
It's great.
You get the good ones.
Asshole's
Taylor.
gonna asshole.
And I've
I
been
mean-
avoiding him. So I'm sure probably this time he's going to want to summon me to court. Because I've been avoiding his court. Been there, do my business, come back. Go there, do my business, come back. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You won't need an escort there. With the whole Khalil situation, I'm suddenly finding myself a bit hesitant for you to just be on your own. So I'm hoping you have something there.
I'll be fine. Trust that I go through Budapest to get there. Budapest is the Garden of Hope.
Oh, stronghold. I see.
Big time.
Then you have allies within reach of you. Good.
Absolutely.
That's
If
great.
something goes down while I am in Prague, they will have people there quicker than even the night train gets them there. But I will be fine. And if he does summon me to court, it's fine. I won't be up for his shit. I will neutralize it and fucking leave.
Looking forward to seeing you back then.
Excellent.
Indeed.
And it seems like the rest of us will have some logistics. in the
Yes.
meantime.
Yes, we are going to keep ourselves busy in the meantime.
And
Yeah.
I'll arrange to meet with Edith after I get back because, yeah. I also need to talk with her about that damn lake spirit because that thing fucked me up.
I'm like, what?
That's what you said the water on the sheets was from, correct?
Oh my goodness, not again.
Then we can meet up with Laura when you're back.
Yes, we can. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, the spirit tried to help me. Tried to comfort me and help me. But the way it did it, it gave me memories that I don't have
That's
of my mother. I was 3 when she died.
Mm.
All I have of her is stories, not memories.
And try to help by doing that.
Which kind of led me to freak out. So I apologize to all of you.
If ever you are on stage, you don't need to worry about projection.
You see, the situation as a whole is completely understandable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And all because some asshole. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So, definitely make sure I won't get complacent. Kindred are the fucking enemy first. So,
Amen.
yeah. So anyways, I will definitely be in touch as soon as I get back so that you know I'm safe. And yeah, we all have a lot of work to do over the next week. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Ella.
And she will leave and go meet up with Mark, and they leave.
As we are wrapping this up, anything left before we end this season or this episode, because Judy can't talk apparently anymore. With that,
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, Spot's going to go find Naomi.
that's fair. Naomi will take you on a great jazz cruise. Who knows?
Perfect. He needs to decompress.
Yep. Yeah, you're on a lake cruise. And with that, I hand this over to Mama.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight for this session of Chicago Hidden City. And if you would like to discuss this game with us, you can do so on our Discord. Let me type that in chat. There we go. So if you join us on the Discord, that is where our games are cast from. There's currently no open casting calls, but there will be over time. So make sure you're part of the Discord community. That way you can sign up and apply for games if you are interested in playing with us. We also occasionally do Zoom hangouts when we're not streaming on Friday and Saturday nights. But so we do those, and you can come and hang out with us and talk about the games or anything else, because we have a wonderful community there. And also we post up when we're going live and when we post our videos to YouTube, and also when our friends go live on their streaming channels. So you'll want to be part of that server so that you get the notices when things are happening. If you would like to check back episodes, you can do so on our YouTube page. We have over 5 years of content, including just about every World of Darkness splat. We also have a variety of other games that we have streamed over the past 5 years, so you can check out things that suit your fancy. And also, if you go to the London Esoteric Society YouTube page, you can check out Call of Cthulhu, which is the London Esoteric Society, and Ishvel, which is a D&D 5e campaign, as well as the 7C campaign that is currently running.
Brightest game on the channel. I'll say it every time.
It is. It is the brightest game on the channel. It really is. And Antera's in that. And he looked like he was having a very good time today.
Oh, I get to mouth off at French people. I loved it.
So yeah, make sure that you do subscribe to the channels on YouTube, because you'll get and hit the little bell icon to get notified when we post new content there. That way you can get you get notified when we do post. And if you're watching videos on the YouTube channels, make sure you like them and comment, because that's a free way to support us as a channel. Because what that does is liking and commenting, the combination of the two, actually boosts us in the search algorithm, because literally that algorithm is geared towards people that don't do like clickbait shit and fucking bullshit fucking stuff, that they don't get a lot of hits. Okay. So if you do the liking and commenting, that shows engagement on our content, and it boosts us up higher when people search for TTRPGs. If you would like to get some merch, you can do so at our Zazzle shop. Y'all make sure you're signed in because we do have some stuff that's rated adult, like the Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would Camp Counselor t-shirt. So make sure that you are signed in so you're age verified and you see all our stuff there. Also, we have amazing friends that do content. Junie's trying to do it. So you just do the commands then, Junie. I'll do the talking.
You go. You're best at that than I am.
McStabber Studios has 5 great tips for role players, and you won't believe number 4. Yeah, seriously, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You know what you get when you go to our videos, okay? So, but yeah, check out our amazing friends that also do streams. Junie Von Ash, what you got going on?
Coming back tomorrow. Oh my God. I just dropped one of them. That's fine. We got dumpster fires. We have trash fires. We have all kinds of fires, but I'm actually going to try and finish a couple of things that I started last year. One is going to be like a Firefly, for actually Ravenous Archon's new show that he'll be doing a couple of things with Antera. He's here over there. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. If you don't see me here, you see me over at Ravenos's, and that's usually where I'm at besides my own channel. Yay!
Yay. All right. And then, of course, Junie has plugged Ravnos Archon. He runs TTRPG streams on his channel. Do give him a follow over there. And, you know, give him some love from McStabbers because he's also our mage storyteller here. He was a mage storyteller for Queen's Gambit that we just finished up before the end of the year. And he does have a mage chronicle that is coming in the spring. So, yeah. It's coming after Changeling. Yeah.
He's someone Changeling Enzo.
I know. I'm going to be... I love Changeling. It's like my favorite splat.
The only way I can eat everything and not gain weight.
I know, right?
Hey,
because it's just glamour.
I can try to run stuff later for it. It's fine.
All right. And then, of course, we have Mischievous Red. She plays in a number of our games, and she does stream to her channel when she has the spoons to do so. So do give her a follow and be on our Discord server so you can see when she goes live. And Rerolls also does TTRPG streams. He did say the last time he was in, last night when he was in Kansas City, that they are taking the month of January off, but should be back in February with some more TTRPG content. You can give a follow to them. What is that?
Bastion, I think it's your television.
Sorry. That's all right. So check out our friends. And of course, I'm trying to think, is that it? Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, support. If you want to support these players all around me, you can show us your biddies. Yeah, show off your biddies. Give some bits to the players, okay? Because bits and donations, they are actually distributed amongst our casts at McStabber Studios. And if you would like to support the studio itself, you can subscribe to this channel here on Twitch, or you can use your Amazon Prime subscription to do one free subscription a month, and you might consider giving that to us. Or you can donate to the studio directly through our KoFi page. Buy Mama a coffee. It is fucking winter. It is too cold for me to be doing all the things I'm having to do, but I'm doing them and I'm exhausted. Please buy Mama a coffee. Yep. So do check it. Do what you can. We understand people are tight right now. Economy sucks. I get it. Do what you can. But are you shoveling the driveway? No, I'm not shoveling the driveway. Shanky does that. He doesn't let me do that. But yeah, it's freaking winter and I have seasonal affective disorder. I'm fucking exhausted. Okay, so coming up over the next week, we are doing all of the things, y'all. All the things. Okay, so Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Changeling the Dreaming, Stained Glass. Maddox here, myself, Joni, and others, as we are gallivanting around Denver, Colorado, doing all the sus-ass shit. It's fine. But yeah.
Yeah. The changelings of Denver are totally in a good way right now. There's no problem.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So much banality. So much banality. It's like, okay, this issue is like, okay, I think it's time for a vacation. Singing Madonna's Holiday. But yeah, so that's 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have new game coming. That's Delta Green, run by Timberbrad at 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. Then on Friday, we've got Vampire V5, Kansas City, A Domain Divided, 8 p.m. Eastern. And Saturday, you get part 3 of the 3-part series of 7th Sea at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's going to wrap up. And then at 8 p.m., we will be back here with Vampire the Masquerade Chicago Hidden City. Yep, double feature on Saturday before Tiss is done with her 7th Sea campaign. Yeah. So we're doing all the things. Yep. And lastly, Mama, I'm going to tell you, please take care of yourself. Okay? I know it's rough. It's going to be rough. Welcome to the fucking age of Aquarius, y'all. It's going to be a rough fucking ride before we come out on the other side of it. Please take care of your mental well-being. And if you are currently in crisis, right now in chat is a list of organizations that you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If those organizations do not suit your needs, or you are watching on YouTube, or you are outside of the U.S., please go to findahelpline.com. Oops, we lost somebody. That was Bastion. That's okay. Because findahelpline.com, you can search for your location and see what's available for you for crisis support. Please reach out for help. If you are in crisis, you are not alone. A lot of those crisis lines are staffed by people that have been through the same things, and they want to help others. So please reach out for help. And I'm also a registered nurse, and I'm going to tell you, please get vaccinated if you have not. Get your boosters, get your vaccines, because I am very worried that we may not be able to as the new administration comes in. We shall see. But it is a possibility. And that's incredibly dangerous to our survival as a species. So, yeah. And do take your meds, drink your water, get sunshine when you can. And if you're currently dealing with the wildfires, please heed the evacuation orders. Take care of yourself and your safety. That is the most important thing. I understand things are devastating. My heart goes out to every single one of you. But you are valuable. Your life is valuable. Make sure you're safe. And of course, we have winter snow and stuff like that coming through the country. Because, global warming is a fucking thing, y'all, and it makes weather patterns really fucking wild. Yeah. And please stay safe, stay warm if you're dealing with winter weather patterns that are kind of crazy right now. And, make sure you've got water, fill up a tub if you're prone to losing power, because you'll need water to, do things like flush your toilets, basic hygiene shit. Yeah. So do that. Please take care of yourself. And lastly, I'm going to say that if you contributed in any way to the current administration that is about to go into place on the 20th, if you voted for the felon, if you voted third party as protest, if you abstained and could have voted, get the fuck out of my community, get the fuck off my fucking Twitch page, get the fuck away. You are no longer welcome. You are unwanted and you are not tolerated. Said with all sincerity. Good night, everyone.